Man, that's my fault. I knew you were too past away, Jay. I should have went top of key and kids done broke my. Oh yeah, got it now. What?
And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers.
It ain't gonna make no difference anyway, man. We gonna try to win this. I think I'm gonna end up playing my small forward so we can be big all the way around.
At the 24-yard line.
They won't even let me pass it. They reach so damn much, man. Why it won't even nobody in that corner? Why the pass went like that? I don't even know. All that dude do is hit square.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. It's a loss.
That's all they do is reach.
That first play, and it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and
I'm glad
14.
that one. I'm gonna switch up anyway. I'm gonna switch up. This dude, cause this dude ain't got no dimer to help y'all, so I can't even get dimer.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go. Like 20. Let's go, dude. Let's go.
No, that one I'm going to get my small far.
Second and 11 now. Garoppolo gets this one to use check. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what to watch, man.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
His name was Jacob Louder. Yeah, it was all right. It'll get through the night.
They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion. So
It'll
now
get through
here's
the night.
third
See,
and 10.
Kayla watch it. I mean, it took you a while to figure. I base it on how quick can I figure out what's actually happening.
And that is incomplete.
If I can figure the shit out in the first couple of minutes of the movie, it normally don't be
there to
that
get a hand in. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back.
I'm trying to figure out why he watching movies without you, Cam. He know you like movies.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yes, sir. I don't know, man. I like to play both sides of the fence 10-10. Never. You never. Shit, man, no, I was thinking about the other boy name you play with, Trio.
He's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now Winston. Complete to Jones. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ready.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long
Hey, y'all got to send me a squad.
Because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
K'Wan Williams,
I think
the one that got him down.
in the first and the first shit.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Dee Ford. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
57 to Mike.
Working out of the gun, Winston. That is caught. It's Perriman. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashawn Perriman, 53 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable.
I'm about to shoot back to my damn shooting guard now.
That way, keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
No, they're going to still put you at the 2, I think. I've been running the 3.
The incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10.
What tall is your guy? Like 6'5"? Oh. Yeah, they might. I actually like playing it small. I like.
The Sanders has got it complete.
I got to get one more shooting badge, though.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
First down, San Francisco. Here we go.
So 1st and 10.
Hey, that shit don't matter, man. We switch so much, it ain't gonna matter, man.
You got nothing.
We really run the 3 dot rotation.
Damn! Breida loses it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key is not a fumble loss.
That stat's big, isn't it? I mean,
that nigga
watching teams play.
The
ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Black 80.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now it's Breida. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Man, bro, you come out of real life, you done beat the hell out you, man.
It allows their interior guys
He came out quiet.
So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in, your running backs have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Back-to-back running plays, putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? Throwing now is Garoppolo. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy.
I'm about to send it to you. I'm about to send it to you.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're looking to duplicate the efforts in drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Shoves him away, and he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
You get it, Jay.
Gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. There to stop it on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Here's Hogan Malone. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. First down, Winston. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keller Witherspoon. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
The coverage that time was unbelievable the whole way around. I mean, you've got a quarterback just standing back there in the pocket. He had all night to survey the field, and he still couldn't find anybody. And when he finally did throw it, he threw it to the other team.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they're woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball,
I say hit badges, man. That nigga ain't got no shooting badges.
Create it, exploit it, and try to
Saturday, that nigga be greening with like bronze catch and shoot.
7-0 ball game. Fans fans, a reminder. I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job. Hey, well, you know, writing down.
Just dog got Hall of Fame everything, bro.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down.
Man, he got ties to the other side, man. We don't know.
And he'll get this one to the 50 to the midfield stripe. That's sort of a second quarter to forget.
He might try to act like he's throwing me alley and roll it out bounds.
As if the first one that he threw, he couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one.
The boys,
compounds the mistake.
The boys talking about $10 a head.
Mentalize whatever you want.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will be credited for the sack.
No, Star, I know you wouldn't see him out. I know you wouldn't see him out.
Great solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman. Able to get a hand in.
I wanted to play the ass again, though.
That'll stop the
clock. I wanted to play the ass again. My boys, they brought scared the other night.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. What? Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams
I ain't even look at all that video I sent to you a while ago. I was like, oh, damn. I looked at 2 seconds. I looked at 2 seconds.
In week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as a team that
because I didn't
defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday.
I never watched the whole thing.
Their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback is really that club.
I never looked at the whole thing. You know, two, three seconds ago.
And then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
3 down.
I was flipping through the book. I seen it. I seen 2-3 seconds. That's okay. Damn.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Oh, shit.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. On the return is Mickens. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Man, this nigga always make his guy look like the weirdest motherfucker on the court, man. They ain't lying. See, I tell you, I'm at small forward.
Set to begin their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
They don't put you there back. They don't put you small forward behind. They put the guy the better defense at small forward with 2 guards.
That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This will be taken in at the 1.
I ain't lying. Every time I see a damn Swift video, them niggas can't help
special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit.
That motherfucker moving real good on defense, and we ain't spacing worth for damn
one.
one.
They didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just
I
that.
thought they was moving something. They were moving pretty decent.
On 2nd and 9, Winston airing this one out for Evans. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 84 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game.
Damn, this motherfucker real small forward. Maybe I should have stayed on my small forward.
This was a big score to start the second half.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Give me one.
Here we go, here
Oh,
we go.
yeah, that
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hold now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try to get back to where you were to start the half.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Yep.
It's caught by Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field.
They thought they were blocking my shit. You wrong again.
And give the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Let's go, let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line.
Motherfucker back.
And the game just keeps evolving.
Motherfucker square. They on that square now.
So difficult to cover.
So for Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And very little there. He might have got a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping.
Oh, yeah, if they don't hit shit out, squares was one of the things they hit.
And open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Just like that.
On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
With a deep boy.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15. Right at the 15-yard line.
Go straight to square.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Garoppolo. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Here we go.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
There you go.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's
That bump will get back fat. I got your guy
picked
for
off
a little
down
while
near
anyway.
the 5.
All right, you can switch. Good hand,
He's
Bird.
at the 50. The 30. And they will be set
worry
up
about it.
now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6.
Come on.
They were so close to
I went for the steal early,
going
though.
the other direction. So when you
Touch
take a
him and
look
stop.
at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him from going all the way.
Good take.
And this is caught off the deflection. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the
That shit
play.
still feels
So
like
they had
my
the big
damn
loss
shit.
on that
Huge, man.
first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. To throw, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
I'm on your ass, boy. What?
From the gun, Winston. And that
I ain't jumped, but I hit my hand in the face.
Throughout this game, really from both teams.
I'm glad I did pull up to keep from getting blocked. Good shot, stop.
To complete a pass.
So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
I meant to change my fucking interceptor, too.
17-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I should have
and
put
3 interceptions in this game.
Oh, bro.
I would have to think.
You're happy to be home, ain't it? He's dialing everywhere.
What do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence?
You gotta tell that story every week.
We'll see what they do. Back now in Tampa. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. Wait, 80. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Dang.
Throwing again on
Thought I had
second
more
down.
space in the head.
And that's complete
That's my
to
fault. I shouldn't
Sanders.
have took that stupid
And
ass
he's brought
shot.
down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone.
That-
They
you
ran a
chipped him.
crossing route
That nigga
offensively,
fought off
but
the damn pick and
defense
still
there,
was
you gotta
back.
be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen.
That's how my guy been doing. Just slapping in the air. He
Everyone's
won't steal it.
communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he
That's
crosses
all.
to another one, you got to let your guy know.
God,
They got a
almighty.
completion there, but I like the
Hey,
discipline
Green,
they showed
that
to stay in
shit,
their
I took
proper
off.
areas and then make the tackle.
Well, pass complete here to Sanders. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
I can't
On
even. I
first
can't
down,
do shit.
Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Garoppolo on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Inside the red zone.
Fuck, I knew I should have. Damn it. I knew I should have stayed. This nigga was fighting.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, they get a penalty.
What the hell this shit fucking lagging
So
for?
symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out.
Get in there, bye.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Now he's going to go deep down the left side. He's
I don't know. That motherfucker shooting that thing. That bitch shooting with like my hand in his face. Like, hey, nigga, you might well not, but he is about 6'8". That's still.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Fighting through pressure. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Dee Ford in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves
I go get lock up on these boys.
He'll
Stop.
get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Winston now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dee Ford, his 2nd sack of the night.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel.
Man, I'm all over this nigga, man. He'd have made that. I might have killed the sack.
How much were they? A dime? What were they?
I ain't lying. I've been all over this guy, man.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 23 yards
I
on
try
the
to get it through there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they
That was a good
come up
foul.
on
Somebody
1st
opened
and
in
10.
that corner.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Left side here to Sanders. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on first.
Damn, he shot that bitch down there.
And he threw that over the middle. He got 29 yards that time. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
God to mine.
Samuel complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to
that
the
nigga,
4.
I just definitely thought he was trying to take that bitch all the way.
First down as well.
Oh, boy. I try to get over that star.
Back.
And what?
Garoppolo again. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
I tried to get over there.
Deebo Samuel there to make the grab. And the 49ers get a score closer.
Yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team.
That's all I'm
And that should just about
scrap.
put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Jameis to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And this is caught by Evans. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Winston here to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure
How the hell they
drops
still
off
got
as
the
they
ball?
look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. D Ford bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get 26 seconds to go in the football game. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
I can't believe they even let you play.
What the fuck you doing? Stop!
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw.
That's
Intercepted, and that should do it. Carlton Davis picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'm on your ass, boy.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And they were really forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one,
that man said, why you pick Tampa Bay?
what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right?
Oh, yeah, with disrespect on NFL team.
But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.
Go practice. Hey, Andre. I feel like the man need to practice. The man had a negative rushing yards. Yeah.
Yeah, damn, too close to go. Hey.
Yeah.